So as for the irradiance caching in my scene, I will just leave it as enabled, and I will leave all the parameters by default. Next, I will change the renderer from micropolygon rendering to ray trace. Now that we will be rendering our image in high resolution with high settings, so it will use more memory and more calculations, so it's better to take this tile size here back down to 16. Here it is. Then I will specify a file to render to. Here I will just choose TIFF, and I will name my file Final Render. Then I will go to the Statistics tab, and I will turn the statistics, I will turn the verbose level to 5, and I will turn on Alfred Style Progress. Now, let me get back to my obj context, and here I will change the settings of my camera to be able to get a good depth of field. So let me go to the Sampling tab. Here I will make the shutter time 1, the focus distance will be 126, the f-stops will be 34, and I will leave the bokeh as radial. Next, I will get the final resolution of our image. So under View, I will make the horizontal resolution 1280. Then, back to my render node, I will make the samples 12 by 12, and I will enable depth of field. Now, for optimization purposes, in fact, there are some objects in my scene that need more indirect illumination sampling than others. So I will go to my shop, and I will duplicate my VEX Global Illumination Light, and then I will give the first 256 as sampling quality, and the second 2048 samples. It's a little bit high, but it works fine in my scene. Now let me go back to my obj context. I will duplicate this Light 1, the light template, and instead of using the VEX GI Light 1, I will just give it the VEX GI Light 2. So now I have my two VEX GI lights connected. Now I will go to my light linker, and here now I have my first GI light and my second GI light, and I will do the final light linking for the best optimization. So let me take the light 1, and I will make this light only light the square light base, the teapot handle, and the tray, and I will make the second light only light the chairs, the pot, and the table. In fact, to get to all those results I'm giving you, I did a lot of tests to be able to get the optimum result between render speed and the look of my scene. So the objects, I'm not applying indirect illumination to them by doing the light linking I just did, doesn't really need that. In fact, they look nice even though without the indirect illumination, and this way I can gain in render speed. Now all the setup for the final render is done, so let me hit render, and I will get back to you when the render is done. I stopped the render before it ends, and here's the result so far, because in fact I forgot to tell you one very important thing. And you can see here in my semi-result that the depth of field is not working. If you look at this chair in the background here, you can see that the depth of field is not working. In fact, it's not working because the scale of your scene plays a very important role for the depth of field. So what I forgot to do was to go to Edit, Preferences, and here under the HIP file options, I had to change the unit length for my scene from 1 to centimeters. So it should have been 0.01 for the depth of field to work correctly. Let me now hit Accept, and I will render the scene again, and I will be back to you when it's done. Okay, here's the final result. It doesn't fit completely into my screen, but you can see it. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you, and I hope it got you the information you needed, and see you soon with more tutorials.